How's it going, everyone? My name's Shane. I've been doing this for a couple weeks now, and this is vlog number 5. Eventually I won't have enough hands to show how many vlogs we're doing, as we're doing this 3 times a week. But yeah, let's talk about some stuff. It's Tuesday, and because of that, last Tuesday what I did was I did a story time, and I think that we're gonna do that again. Hopefully it was a little bit entertaining for you. That would have been what, vlog number 2. Otherwise, yeah, that one was about me going through high school twice. I had to have 2 senior years. It was an annoying story, but there's that one for you. Yeah, maybe Tuesdays will just be story time. Maybe we'll have like motivations on Friday. We're kind of getting structured for it, but either way, the vlog is a thing that we do, and you get to hear stuff about me, and hopefully through comments and likes and everything, I hear stuff about you. Also, if you ever want to stop in and talk to me directly, come in and stop by and follow me on the stream. The link is below, and on that one, we are Monday through Friday on different things like Friday games in the evenings and Magic in the mornings. But hey, let's get to it. So the plan that I had for this story time had to do with the day Tuesday itself. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this day as it is. Kind of goes back to a joke I had when I was doing radio broadcasting with my good friend Jordan Herman. His nickname was Blindy. It came up that we said on air once there was this joke, and it was that the most useless day of the whole week is Tuesday. The reason being is each day has a purpose other than Tuesday. You see, Sunday is the start of the week, and Monday's Monday. That's the start of your work week. No one likes that. Wednesday, though, is the middle of the week. Thursday is just the day before Friday, and Friday is Friday itself, and Saturday is the weekend. Tuesday, though, doesn't do anything. Tuesday is that kind of in between. It's just their day. It's useless. We should get rid of Tuesdays. That was my whole goal, my whole attempted joke. And then we'd have a 4-day work week, 2-day weekend. Tuesday doesn't need to be here, but someone's day out there's favorite day is probably Tuesday for all I know. Even with work, like when I did comics, it was always Tuesday, and that was always the worst day because you'd have some stuff come from Diamond Comics. The boxes are always damaged or ripped up. It was always something with them. It was Tuesdays. But this story time goes to the fact that me telling that joke once lost me a job. And yeah, that's not, but here's why. So back in, what was that, 2011, 2012, something like that. Maybe it was 13 even. I was working at a place called Valmont. And Valmont was a great place. My dad still works there. He's a galvanizer. It's for center pivot irrigation. And you know, it's a big factory. And I hadn't done factory jobs ever at that point. I worked at like a place called Cabinet Land for a bit, making, you guessed it, cabinets and some other things. I'd done, you know, food and everything, but at that point I hadn't done just a factory job. And to be honest, life-wise wasn't going great at the moment. There's a lot of what ifs and change, which was change was a video I talked about in the last one, but I was trying to figure things out a bit. Of course, if you go back to, again, I'm just tossing all the videos around, but video number 3, that was me, or vlog number 3, I was talking about pillars in your life and how important those were, and mine were a mess at that time. I didn't know what I was doing with myself, my career, or my relations. I was in a bad relationship then, and changed a lot of my decisions at that time. So I was working at a factory. My dad said, just do this, you get good money, it'll work out. Now on the bright side, when I worked at Valmont, I got ripped. That was nice. It was cool having muscles, because all day long what I did was I moved angle iron in pounds of 50, just 50 pounds back and forth all day long, usually 10 to 12 hour work days if it was the busy season. Very poor ventilated place. It is sweltering in there. And so there, I started telling the joke as I normally do. No one was very social there. I had a guy who, this was the iPhone 4, I think, had just came out, and he sat down, and what he meant to say was 64 gigabytes, okay? I'm positive of this. But he sat down, he said he just got the new iPhone. He was super ecstatic. He got the extra good one. It had 64 terabytes of memory on his phone.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I laughed while eating my cold Pop-Tart, which was my traditional breakfast at that time. And I laughed, and he got pissed. He's like, why are you laughing at me? This isn't a joke. And I'm like, no, you don't have a 64 terabyte phone. That's insane. He's like, no, I paid extra. You don't have that. That's not a thing. At that time, especially, terabytes were just kind of like, they were 1 terabyte was insanely expensive. And it's like, I paid extra. For I am a photographer, and I need a lot of space for my photos. I'm like, photos don't take up that much space, man. You don't need 64 terabytes. 64 gigs is plenty already. That's a huge amount of memory. So the people I talked to there weren't friendly towards me, I would say. And along with that, what happened was I started trying making jokes and everything to try and cheer some people up, try and, you know, I started making jokes to try and break some of the sadness that was going around in this place, because the factory was just so down. Everyone went to their cells and they worked and that was it. No one was ever happy there. It frustrated the hell out of me. The best part about that place was easily like I'd eat lunch with my dad every day, and that was great. And sometimes he did his lunch earlier, sometimes I got, either way, that was a good part. He's a great man, and I did enjoy working there just because I got to spend more time with my dad. But I told the Tuesday joke to people, right? And they told the joke sometimes to other people. It wasn't like a great joke, but you know that kind of thing where you hadn't heard a joke in a while at all, like an actual just joke, and then you want to tell someone else it and then claim it's yours, and that just kept happening. I think that's kind of what happened. And at this time, I would do Monday and I would go full bore on Mondays and work extremely hard. And I don't know what it was, but the time when I was at Valmont, the person who I was dating then loved to just start fights on Monday. And something would happen, I'd come home. It just wasn't a good home life then. And so I wouldn't sleep Monday. And you had hours you could use. You could use your paid time off or whatever the case. And I would always take off Tuesday, unintentionally. It was this thing where like I realized kind of that I was doing it on Tuesdays, but not like as a spiteful way or malicious in any sort of way. I was always doing it because it was just like a day I didn't get any sleep. And then by Wednesday, things would be back to normal. I'd go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday I'd have off. Everything would be fine again. But I'd go and I'd do Monday, I'd work, be a little tired, come home, almost always a fight, hands down. And given that's years and years ago, my life has changed significantly since then, but that's what happened. I missed a lot of Tuesdays. Well, I also had some bad luck that happened on Tuesdays, considering flat tires that happened on Monday night, which led into me not getting to sleep early on Tuesdays and all kinds of things. And I had to be up at 5 in the morning at that job. My dad gets up even earlier still, so commend you on that. But I had to get up at 5, and I am not a morning person as it is. I'm a night owl. A lot of times when I do recordings and stuff, it's very late at night, and I stay up late to get stuff done. But either way there. And so I missed a particular Tuesday. It was a Monday, Tuesday I missed because I had gone down to Aggieville in Manhattan with someone who wanted me to go celebrate their birthday with them. I am dead certain I did not make good choices on that one. Came back, I was very sick, and it just was a bad weekend all around. Again, I genuinely believe if you don't take care of the different pillars, if one falls, they either start leaning like dominoes, and it took me time to learn that. So at that time, bad decisions led to missing days of work. And although I was still within all of my time, I hadn't gone like over, I got a warning that it was a Tuesday, and they brought up my sheet, the guy who was in charge of that whole area, that I had missed too many days, but particularly I took off Tuesdays. And they were convinced I had like some secret thing I did on Tuesdays or something. It was a really awkward conversation. I said, well, no, I just happened to have stuff that happens on that day, I guess. I didn't do it intentionally, but you were definitely right. There's a pattern, I can see that. And it had boiled down to about one Tuesday a month I was missing. Even though I was using time, I was still missing it. And they just didn't like that trend. So that then led to my joke got back to them somehow. One thing led to another. I got let go from that job after he brought it up again and said, no, I don't hate Tuesdays. He's like, well, what about this joke you made? I'm like, that's not even my joke. I heard that somewhere. Oh, but of course everyone else in the cell and stuff said that I made it. 64 terabyte guy got to probably work easier after that. So I don't know. It was a thing. And you know, I guess what the moral of the story for this one is be careful who you talk to, be careful who you try and cheer up. You'd be surprised at the stuff that can come back to your life and hit you, where I was there for about a solid year, I'd say. In most of my other jobs, I was seasonal work or different stuff other than the one job I was at for like 8 years. But that one was only about a year's time. And it was interesting. I made some good money. I did some hard work, and there was a few nice people there. Yeah, not at work, but outside of work, they're okay. And that's a story for another day, of course. Because again, I've known so many people, so many different things over my life, and worked so many different jobs. Be careful what stories you tell. Even if you think it's a harmless joke, sometimes you unintentionally set patterns for yourself that will come back and hit you without realizing it. To the point where the boss thought I was being malicious and taking Tuesdays off when really at home I was going through something that he had no idea. And that's hard. So, and be understanding as a boss if you can. That's the other thing I guess I was gonna say. I've learned a lot being a boss and having people hired, having to fire people unfortunately, and all kinds of stuff with that too. So, but maybe, you know, ideally with this YouTube channel and Twitch and everything else, maybe I won't have to fire someone again anytime soon. That'd be nice. Anyways, we'll be back Friday. If you wanna see us there on that video, make sure you like, follow, ring the bell, subscribe to our Twitch channel. So we do videos there Monday through Friday. Once again, follow on the Twitch channel. You don't have to sub, but it's always appreciated. but never expected. And the podcast is on Spotify as well. We'll have episode 3 out on April 15th, and that'll be going over a couple that we talked to that has a very interesting lifestyle as well. Either way, there's a lot of stuff we're putting out. There's a lot of content creation, and I hope you enjoy it. But more than anything else, I hope you have a good day.